On our way! North Platte, Nebraska, August 14th, 1867. A bomb has been spotted in the train yard. Your mission? Clear the locomotive out of the train yard and detonate that bomb. Good luck!
A steel-tipped whip. One spark from this could detonate a blasting powder keg in no time. I can tell by his hat. He's an engineer. He ain't going near the trains. He's afraid of the bomb. Says we better get his train out of the train yard. First, we have to connect the mail car to the green locomotive. In the cab. Forward gear engaged. That puts the locomotive in neutral, neither forward nor reverse. Into reverse we go. The throttle is now open. On the move. Forward gear engaged. The throttle is now open. Here you go, buddy. Now get out of here before she blows. A worker, maybe an engineer, says he won't go near the bomb. We'll have to get inside his locomotive and connect it to his freight car and bring it back here. I'll blow them up. Stand back. I'll go inside the roundhouse now. I'll have to pull the right lever to turn the train around. Look at the lever that's already been pulled and do the opposite. Sounds like the turntable moved just now. I'll go inside the roundhouse now. I'll have to pull the right lever to turn the train around. Look at the lever that's already been pulled and do the opposite. Sounds like the turntable moved just now. Sounds like the turntable moved just now. On the move. Forward gear engaged. The throttle is now open. In the cab. Forward gear engaged. The throttle is now open. I'll have to pull the right lever to turn the train around. Look at the lever that's already been pulled and do the opposite. Sounds like the turntable moved just now. Sounds like the turntable moved just now. On the move. Forward gear engaged. The throttle is now open. Up we go. Forward gear engaged. The throttle is now open. engaged. That puts the locomotive in neutral, neither forward nor reverse. Into reverse we go. The throttle is now open. Up we go. Forward gear engaged. The throttle is now open. There you go, buddy. Now get out of here before she blows. The saloon keeper. He was hiding under the bar, afeard of the bomb. Says the outlaw locked it up. The combination is 3 letters that spell out a word that describes the outlaw. 3 letters that spell out a word that describes the outlaw. Box. Click on the arrows to turn the lock. Always turn to the right first, then left, then right. Got it! The bomb! A whale! Down the well she goes. We did it.
The trains are running again thanks to us. We're back and ready for action. We've made it to North Platte. Time to move on to Pine Bluff. All right. All right.
But if it's bad enough, they can freeze to death too.
You send back to Omaha for supplies for winter headquarters. They cost you $300,000. The men are grumbling about being stuck in camp. The way I see it is this: sitting around doing nothing is better than freezing to death in a blizzard. There are remains of an old Spanish camp here. One of your workers finds a map that says there's treasure buried at El Fuego. Where do you want to dig?
I copied these words out of the F page in a Spanish to English dictionary. Hope it helps.
Fuego? That means outside. There's a tree outside the camp. We'll find that treasure there or I'll eat my boots.
Fuego means spring. There's a spring nearby. I bet they buried
company bonus, fifth company bonus, fifth company bonus, $50,000. Sitting in a tent on the prairie wasn't my idea of a party, but for $50,000, I reckon it was worth it.
down to the chin. That stands for the road.
The Arapaho are experts at making animal sounds. They can bring deer out with
town before it burned down. They had a saloon with billiards where you could drink the vilest liquor at 2 bits a glass. Lots of horse thieves and desperados, too. I say we build here, get tons of dough delivering the mail, and turn the town lively again.
Taking over the mail service would be a financial boon. But last year, Indians burned 12 ranches, destroyed 100 tons of hay, and attacked a wagon train in these parts. What's worse, they burned Julesburg to the ground and destroyed 75 miles of telegraph wires.
Before the Indians burned it down, Julesburg had a telegraph office, a store, blacksmith shop, warehouse, stables, and homesteaders' cabins. Plus, the Overland stage station. Pine Bluffs. Thanks to your railroad, Pine Bluffs is about to become one of the most famous cow towns in the West. Phew, Rollins, Wyoming. We made it. It's now 1868. One last push and we've made it to Promontory. If the CP doesn't catch up, the Golden Spike will be ours. If we ever solve the mystery, that is. It's now 1867. A new salad craze is sweeping the nation. What's a salad? Sounds like it's bad for you. Pine Bluffs is a nice town, but our next milestone is Rollins. Engineering. We'll be starting in Pine Bluffs and running this train to Rollins. 190 miles away. At $32,000 per mile, the government's given us $3,400,000. All right, let's build ourselves a railroad. Pine Bluffs to Rollins. Difficult mountains ahead. Your mission, Use your skills at trading to find the best route across. There's trading to do? Let's see what the Dream Team has to say about that. There are plenty of places to trade in these parts. Trading posts have been set up for the homesteaders and immigrants coming through on the way out west. Arapaho think the rocky place is sacred and filled with spirits. Arapaho, eh? Maybe we can trade.
This place gives me the creeps. The coyotes are sneakier, the antelope are bigger and faster, and the wind sounds like it's talking to you. Stay away!
The Pawnee, Kiowa, and Comanche call the Arapaho a name that means he buys or trades. The Arapaho help the other tribes trade with each other. I guess that's what they do best.
The Arapaho believe in something called reincarnation. Let's say a baby is born with a birthmark or wrinkles. They believe that an old person who also had those marks died and is being born again. The Arapaho men have 7 warrior societies. The first is called the Kit Fox Society for boys under 25 years old. We may come across some of the Kit Fox Society on our way through here. Vedavu is known for its unusually shaped pedestal rocks, which are made of 1.43 billion-year-old granite.
Arapaho boys prepared to join the Kit Fox Society by learning the appropriate songs and dances. They learned how to wrestle and race each other on foot and on horseback.
You get an urgent telegram from some German homesteaders. Good decision. Turns out the homesteaders were lying about the Indian attack. They only wanted to trade.
Settlers in these parts might not see travelers for a long time.
In the area. If they attack your workers, what should they do? What do you do if a grizzly bear attacks? Besides scream, that is. Fur trappers and mountain men were the first to explore the West over 60 years ago. Most of them are long gone. Fur trapping was big after President Jefferson bought the Louisiana Territory from the French. Trappers grizzly bears can run as fast as horses, uphill or downhill. They can also climb trees, although black bears are better tree climbers than grizzly bears.
There are 50 to 100,000 grizzly bears roaming around North America. Some say that number will fall once our railroad brings more people out west. I guess trains aren't such a good thing for everyone.
The Laramie Mountains are made up. Great job! Only way for a train to get through these mountains is in a tunnel. Cave-in! A tunnel cave-in ruins 3 weeks of work. Luckily, no one is injured. Laramie, Wyoming. By the time the first passenger train arrived in Laramie, the city already had 23 saloons, 1 hotel, and no churches. Business is booming. You collect $100,000. That's what we get for building near a trading post at a fort. In the 1820s, a trapper named Jacques Laramie built his cabin near the Laramie and Platte rivers. The fort and nearby mountains were named after him.
Some say this area is ripe for mining. Nobody's found gold or silver, but you never know, and I got a good feeling about these mountains.
They're thinking of opening a prison in Laramie to keep the outlaws off the streets. I say they just put bars on the windows of the saloon on a Saturday night and call that the jail.
The main surveyor for the railroad, General Grenville Dodge, is the one who named Laramie after Jacques Laramie. Jacques is an old friend of mine and a darn good fur trapper.
Fort Laramie is in this area. They built it to protect immigrants and settlers from Indian attacks.
Don't you need a license to be this smart? It's now 1868. Everybody this year is reading Little Women by Louisa May Alcott. Have you read it yet? Just got word of a panic in Lexington. An outlaw is about to bomb one of our bridges. We need to get there before the mastermind has his way.